Hey YouTube, what's up? This is the Reluctant Nobby back again. All right, so I was talking about this GDVRPT. All right, he sends me stuff to my email that is refugetemplenabi at hotmail.com because I'm still waiting on the next four who want the bag. And in the next video I do, I'll put up how the bags work. You could charge your phones in these book bags for if you have brothers, to the brothers or intact families. All right, but mainly to the brothers, right? And I say this is because the brothers that are raising children, we get less benefits than anybody. All right. So since I don't have enough to give everybody like I do in the community, all right, and because of the prohibitive cost to giving one everybody, since I don't get enough donations, um, and I'm using a lot of my own money to do this for what I'm doing in the community at because as you know, and this is the other reason I'm going to the brothers first. Now I've sent some out to so I sent some things out to some sisters because I know I got their support, right? And some of the sisters can chime off in the comment section. But I'm sending this out to the brothers because at the end of the day, it was black women that took my channel down to begin with that prevented me from doing good for them and the brothers, right? So they're the one they took my channel down, which hindered me for doing stuff in to the favelas in Brazil, for a lot of the children in the hood, a lot of women whose bills I was helping them out before. You know, I had a big thing going on with the money that I was earning from YouTube to give back into the community and help struggling people. But now I have to back off from what I do for black women and concentrate on the brothers and the sisters, right? So some of the sisters already got a bag and they might be able to help and explain how they work because, you know, you give it to a teenager and they'll figure it out. So to those women that respect men, black men, in so much that they have one as a man who's allowed to raise their children. All right, I'm gonna salute them. All right, and to the brothers, all right, y'all know, hit me up. I'm looking for I have one. All right, and I'm looking for four more. And as I earn money, hopefully before this summer, I'll be able to do more and more. And then if my channel really takes off, then I'll be able to do for the listeners on my channel, which would include mostly all people. But right now, because I have so little, I'm taking care of the people that have taken care of me. And this is going to be one, the donors first, and the supporters to my channel, right? Um, is going to be them first. I'm gonna do the first five, and then the brothers that's raising children, all right, and then married families, you know, that's having a struggle, and then the single people, all right. And here's the thing: if you're raising a child by yourself, and let me make this clear: married black families, even married white families, and marry Hispanic families. But if the government is your husband, meaning that your subsistence is on child support, Section 8, and all of that, you would be the last group because you get all the assistance, right? And what you do with the money, well, I'm aware of it because I live in the community and I see a lot of these sisters go out and party all the time. All right. And that's how they get into financial trouble. And not all sisters are like that. So basically, I would have to get kudos from a brother about a sister, and then I'll send one to them. So that's how this is going to go. All right. And this is because of comments like this Jessica K here, right? And that's the reason I'm doing it. And because it wasn't the blood brothers, it wasn't the white people, it wasn't the Hispanics that took my channel down that prevented me from doing a lot more. It was black women and black women by themselves. So they're going to be the last ones I help. Period. From now on. Now, I will include them as my channel takes off more. But right now, the single black woman, no. All right. They got lovely tea. They got a lot of people that's giving them stuff. Oh, no, you got to buy their stuff. Well, I'm giving stuff away. All right. So I can choose who I give to. I'm giving to the people that support me. And one of the main reasons is this woman right here. So Jessica K and women like her and the women that took the channel down, right? So I understand that black women do not support what I'm trying to do, or nor are they listening. And this lets you know that. So now I said that, let me greet all the people because this video comes from VPRT, I think from out of Kenya. So Ola Guda Oi to the Bang, Vasas Los Bonja Mizami Kedu, Bawani, Kwanichi Wa, Ni Hao Ni Hama, Sani Bonani, Jumbo Habayagani, Assalamu alaikum and Shalom. Brother, let me know which one of that is from the language that y'all speak. I don't know if it's Igbo. I don't know if you speak in Igbo there, Swahili. Um, I know you don't have the South African one. So, all right. So, with that said, Jessica K wrote me, you shouldn't speak for black women race in general. All right. Now, understand this. I'm speaking about black women in general, but the race includes black women and men. And see how she separated? So when I'm talking about black women, I'm talking about what's going on in an entire race and their impact, their negative impact on a race as a whole. And she is so divided that she cannot realize that race would include the men and the children, but she's only concerned about the appearance of the black women. And that's what makes this comment so jacked up, right? You said you haven't witnessed evil. I know. I said I have witnessed evil and hate, and it all generated from the black woman. Black women were the first ones that taught us to hate ourselves, our color, our hair, and all of that. And then they passed it down from daughter to daughter who hated the good man because they wanted the provisions of the white man because they wanted to be the man. All right, she goes, look in the mirror. And this is, look, I looked in the mirror. I'm doing something for, even for those that hate me, you black women. I'm just not doing it anymore because I realize you hate me so much that it's like casting pearls to swine. Now, let's not get it twisted. A lot of black women on my channel got a lot of stuff, but I don't consider them black women. They're sisters, right? I follow the if I follow Yah most high and foremost, Proverbs 31. If you did that, this is which makes me think that this woman is a liar. If she did that, then like other women like Mecca Dawn and stuff on my channel, she would have seen that what I am telling her is the truth. But look at how quickly she identified with black women who are doing a heinous job at everything. All right. And so she thinks she's a virtuous woman. This commentary shows that not only is she not a virtuous woman, but she does not follow Yah the Most High. It's because he said you cry out against evil. You hate evil. You abhor evil. No, she's identifying with it. He said, don't be lazy, provide and be faithful to him. He also teaches what a good wife is as well, being submissive to your husband. He is to follow the Most High, and above all, the other 10 commandments. Okay, so she don't read. There are 730 something commandments. So I can tell she's never read, went to Exodus, started at verse 20 and 1 and start reading. She would have found out that there's way more than 10 commandments. The black women you speak of is not all. All right. Now, again, another failing on her part, I never said all. I'm sure you know that. I apologize for any messed up stuff that have happened. I do understand hate is real in our black people can be messed up, but the woman you speak of should be avoided by all means. Now, she got that right. These characteristics are not colored and should be avoided. And that's she got that wrong. Now, let me break this down for you and why I'm doing this video about the sexy Ghanaian woman admired for more than just her body, and why I decided to slip this in as I read it. All right. And also block this woman. And I'm going to tell you why I blocked. I blocked her because I think it is a fruitless thing to argue with a woman that starts off a thing, not all, and you can't talk about black women and don't generalize when generalize means that all cannot be included. So, because I have to give the definition to you black women that's trying to identify with evil, and that's basically it. Because if you wasn't, if you was that much into y'all, then you would be crying out and in support of me and then trying to take up for the black women and say it not all. Because you know that it is black women in general that's doing this mess. And one, if you don't know, then that means you are not spiritually where you need to be able to see the evil that's being done. And if you do know, then that means you're lying to yourself and trying to lie and say you're something that you're not. Because the Most High's people recognize the evil that is going on in the black community, and they are speaking out about it. And we are to yell out about these injustices and not let them go. We are supposed to cry out aloud. Oh, she didn't read that though. Funny how they don't read those scriptures where we cry out aloud. It says man, not the woman, and this is why it don't tell the woman to judge anybody, because she identifies with the evil. Now, as we get to this, we're looking at this beautiful woman here, all right, from Ghana. I don't know what they eating down there, all right, but we looking at this woman from Ghana, right? And she's in here because of what black American women. I'm doing this video on her, and the brother sent this to me because what we recognize that black American women don't get, right? Here is the whole thing. Um, Beautiful and curvy Ghanaian actress Lilian Larkai, Larkai has become something of a sensation on Instagram, but not for her hot body or pretty face, but for the philosophical mind. She continues to reel out life-inspiring messages to her fans almost on a daily basis on Instagram. The stunning beauty who emerged Best New Actress in Ghana at Ghana Naja Showbiz Award held in Lagos, Nigeria, recently is not jumping into the same wagon with the pantheon of women who believe men and women should be equal stakeholders in a marriage. In a response to Puri's question on equality in marriage, the actress was emphatic without any equivocation that men are the boss in the marriage. It is not possible a woman cannot claim equality with a man in a marriage. For a woman to be happy in her relationship or marriage, she must first admit that a man and a woman aren't equal, she said. That's what the black women in the United States don't get. This is why we're leaving. And now I brought up when I was doing a video with the House of Commons, right? And I'm trying to find those videos. So I did videos basically with the House of Commons where the African women, and y'all seen them on my old channel. I'm going to try to find them and put them back up. But the African women, and I say Africa because they were from different countries in the continent, and they were talking on African women in the continent. The African woman, she said, now African women do this. Now, understand, talking to the American audience, the American black female, we have to generalize because it's something that goes on within the culture itself, but not every woman does it. So you have to generalize in order to not to include the women who don't fit what's being said. The African black woman said that with weave. All right. She said that. Now, I want you to understand something. I want you to understand something here. Some of these African women ain't down with that European culture mess. They get it in a way that black women don't in the United States. And it is why relationships is effed all the way up when it comes to a black woman and a good man. There is no reason for a good man to settle with a black woman. Now, if a woman decides to become a sister and give in and understand that she's not in charge of a man, oh, you might have something then. But until that day, she needs to be by herself. Remember, she don't need no man. Remember? Now, this is a woman sought after. Well, you can see why she's sought after. Okay. Now, she is an actress, and I don't know what's up with the Ghanaians, but I don't know. They seem to not be able to find no actresses unless they look like this. And you know the other actress that was up. All right. So I don't know what's in the food, what's in the water in there and stuff like that. But they got something going on there. Now, the woman, the queen of the night, the queen of the dark, I ran across her looking for background information on her. Okay. Both women are beautiful. Both are beautiful in their own way. And even with her shape and everything, just to make this point clear, when I saw the Queen of the Dark looking for her, she stood out and caused me. I was like, man, let me find out more about her. Right now, I'm not taking away from anything away from this woman. She finds us all outdoors. Now, if I was in Ghana, ran across her, and she gave me some play, yeah, I holler at her the same way I would holler at Leslie Jones. You see what I'm saying? Cause Leslie Jones be looking fine in a dress, and I was like, I'm super. I was like, she know how to be a lady. All right, and the problem is she might be embracing her blackness for a white man. Who knows? You know, they kind of keep that secret, or she might be giving it to another black woman. Who knows? We don't know. All right, because our culture, our way of life is jacked up here when we bought into the European way of life. That is the European way of life. The LGBT, all the rest of that, their God and the evil that they do to people, the ignorance to what they do to people, that's their way of life, not ours. Right? What she's talking about is what the old African, I mean, across the continent way of life used to be before the Europeans got there and put their way of life in there. And a lot of these women start following it. We're the equal to men, and then they want the police and authorities to do something about it when the men just haul off and start beating and killing them up and raping them, which is all wrong. But maybe if you would choose a husband and allow him to fight for you instead of you thinking, no, you want him to fight for you, but still obey and be run by you, that's not going to happen. So you get left alone to the wolves. This woman is talking like she ain't trying to have that. All right. It goes on to say, she goes, it's wrong for a woman to claim equality with a man in marriage. People just get caught up in politicians' agenda, and their homes and personal life suffer. A man is a man, a woman is a woman. Women ought to know their place. Some guy wrote this in or it might have been a woman that wrote this, right, based on her thing. And they're right. The politics, that's why black women and women of color love the white man's politics so much. All right. Because he says that you're weak, but I'm going to promote your weakness as a strength. And all you got to do is pick me to be your leader. And then she's mad when, as a result of her decision to follow the white man, she screws up the black community and family and then expect the black man to run to her aid. She just displaced. All right. So at the end of the day, at the end of the day, a lot of these women are starting to wake up in Africa. Unfortunately, this is only one country. And the countries are together in Africa like the states are here. And you have a mega hell of a problem, especially with the South Africans. All right. Yahya Jammeh and Gambia had a problem with him before he was elected out of office. Now we're going to see what happens to Gambia. I'm still waiting to see how that's going to happen. Remember, he was just elected out of office this year, and he didn't want that homosexuality, LGBT stuff in his country because everybody knows that this kills the African family. It kills the African community. All right, Zimbabwe is not having it. The Honorable Robert Mugabe is not having it. And hopefully, when he's done, whoever takes over for him still is not having it. He's not having it so much that he gave the land back to the people, something that South Africa did not do. The problem with Ghana is they are giving their land, they are selling off their culture and everything. They are marrying it off to the white man that cared nothing for them. Remember the story I put up about the dude from Holland that went to Ghana just on a vacation? A black woman, queen ish, married him, made him king over the Ashanti. Come on now. And then he goes back to Holland. He has 37 wives, but says he's loyal to his wife in Holland. And so he gets to rule Africa from Holland is because they cut for white people like that in Ghana, in some of the places, more so than an African American man with money. As I say, the Afro indigenous man with money. See, we can't go over there on a vacation and come back a king of nothing. They'll see us about, oh, the Afro American man, he has money, more money than a white man, but we want to exploit him. But we're going to give the white man our cookies and make him king over us. This is the problem that they have in Ghana, right? In a way that they don't have it in Gambia and Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe's like, oh, squash that. We giving the land back to the people. So while the Ghanaians have the pride in the way their women look, sooner or later, they're going to stop looking like that, and Ghana is going to be more white than ever. All right? They're already buying into white culture. They're already buying into white culture. All right? So when this woman makes this comment, does she mean that if she get with a white man, she's going to honor him in that way? Or does she mean when she gets with a either African melanated man or African American melanated man? See, these women with these beliefs are cutting hard for the white man in a way that they wouldn't cut for a black actor or star in the United States. They would get a white man that's out of work before they talk to a black star with millions. You see what I'm saying? So this might be a front. She might be putting on the front. She might mean what she say. But what worth is it if she, like other Ghanaians, throw it away to the Europeans whose only goal is to take the land from the people and then prevent the people from living in their own land? I wouldn't be surprised in the next 50 years if you won't have a Ghanaian at all in the land of Ghana, but it'll be all European. Oh, and these women that these white men keep marrying, oh, once they get the land, they divorce their behinds and kick them out. Because when the white man put his laws in there, right, going by the white man's system is already crooked when black people do it. Think about how they're going to eliminate the black people from Ghana when they get a full foot, their toes already in the door. They're about to have a whole foot in the door, leg, and the rest of the body behind the mentality of the Afro, the Ghanaian women. All right. There's a lot to lose. Let's hope that what she means for a true Ghanaian melanated man or an African American melanated man, because I'm sure she can find a star or a rapper that'll holler at her. But the point of the matter is, would she? Or is she waiting on a white man? That's the scary thing. What do y'all think about this story? With that said, I'm out.